hear you guys this time.
All right. Whew. Let me get my notion.
Oh, Warren, that's creepy.
Get my notion up here.
Did you do that on purpose? I can see 3 of you.
Of me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can see 3 of you too.
Would be me also, but I didn't want to say anything in case it was just me, and I was like, I don't want to delay things. I'll live with it.
No, there's just one.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I screen capped that though, so you're welcome.
Good.
All right, let's see here.
I have the hiccups.
All right. Campaign session. Session 14. Book 2. Okay, so we kind of left off with y'all had finally recovered all of the caravan members and the children and the sisters, had a rough night of rest or tried, and then you pressed on to get out of the mountains and trying to get to the lower foothills, which you had kind of semi-accomplished. And then in the evening you had a bad encounter that proved truly to be deadly. But with great sacrifices made on all sides, you were able to bring your friend Raphael back from the dead. And I believe that is where we left off. Y'all had pretty much gotten him back alive, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
Thankfully.
And Knock Knock turned into Selkie and ran off.
Except I think I'm the only one who knows that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Out.
But as soon as possible, I quietly and privately share that with Pandora, who is in like me.
So, after we sleep and whatever, and I wake up the next day, I find you guys around the fire or whatever, having your morning meal. And I'm like, so while I was dead last night, I had an experience.
Out of experience.
Tell us all about it.
Ioun, my patron god, wanted me to be aware of the dangers of the forces of ignorance and brutality against knowledge and the freedom of choice. And there are very large forces in the area that are concerning.
That was cryptic.
Super vague, dude.
Well, ask more questions.
The big evil thing is around us.
All I know is I was shown kind of a map of the area, and there was red lights in different areas of different sizes, and there were two really big ones kinda near Felderwin tillage and sorta heading towards the ruins of Schadengrad from Zimni Fields, but not precisely where I can like tell you exactly where they are right now or what they are. It's just there's stuff there.
So, what he's relating to that he, like, if you remember from the dreams, from the vision he had, he saw a kind of a godly overview of the area. He saw some very bright, burning type entities or such that were moving across the landscape in different areas. You notice you saw one that was near the Felderwin area, and something was going on in that area. You also had heard from your friend, and I'm sure she may or may not tell y'all the details, but as players, you know, as characters you don't, that there's an impending attack that Elizabeth knows about coming to Felderwin. So at this time, what do y'all wish to do?
You said Feldrin?
The town you're heading back through.
Okay, I just want to make sure I wrote down the right name.
So I think we should continue on to Alstad and get rid of these kids so we don't have to protect them while we're dealing with Felderwin.
Well, to get to where you're going, you have to go through Felderwin.
We could leave them outside.
Or had them skirt around the city.
Is it possible to skirt around the city, or are we going to come across terrain that we can't get wagons through?
Well, as some of y'all know, the landscape is fraught with dangers right now with the war that's going on. Just your own experience so far. Skirting the city is possible, but with the news that there's war area and troops in the area and other things attacking and stuff, what's the safest option for the children and the nuns? Or the sisters, if you will.
So it sounds like the kids are going to have to stay with us.
And due to the wagons and stuff, taking them off-road to skirt the city would be near, well, not impossible, but extremely hard. I'm not saying you can't do it. Anything's possible.
Yeah.
But it's up to y'all to decide. I've just told you the scenarios that are available.
Should invest in some tollways and build them to go around the cities.
You're thinking too modern.
We also got a bridge to cross. From where we are, we have to get across the waterway at least once or twice. Even if we go on the outskirts of Feldwin, we don't know what's happening on that side of the mountainside. And we would still have to cross the river. If we do it this way, we'd be crossing twice. So we still have that in order to even get to Alfred.
Well, you know that you can, there's a forest on your way that shall use before that has an area that can easily, that the wagon stuff can easily, go through by the Skymir River. There's a little area where it cuts through the forest, and there was a trail that was easy enough for the wagons and stuff to go through.
Would we be able to take the Skirmir River and go around Feldrin over and then cross the Epheus River through Railway Road, I guess, to get
Railway
there?
Road? You go through the area of Feldrin to do that.
I don't think we're going to get around trying to get past Feldrin, and it doesn't look like the mountainsides.
Well, don't I still have some belongings at my room at Felderwin? Maybe we stop in
Yes, you do.
and rest, stock up, and supply.
There are other options. I mean, you can certainly send somebody to scout ahead, things like that.
Yeah, we can check out to see if I can get me a better cloak. So we had that planned anyway, so we can always try.
So what do y'all wish to do at this point?
And I'm leaving it up to the goblin and Pandy to figure that out. Ha 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 ha.
Well, perhaps Blix and Kat can go into town. Blix can get her stuff, and we can kind of scope out and see what the situation is.
I had a minor animal emergency crop up. Why are we afraid to go into Felderwin, where we've all lived for quite a while?
It's a
Because
scary
you told
place.
us there was going to be an attack.
Yeah, I'm not scared. I'm going in.
I'll go with you.
I'm Blix. Let's do this.
I'll go in. They
Raph
already
and
know
Nick,
us.
do y'all want to stay back with the kids?
Remember, I was there for quite some time. Nyx is actually from there, so
By the way, Matthew, you're Nick,
Yes.
except your name doesn't say so on Zoom.
Well, yours says Elizabeth.
Well, it didn't before Warren redid the Zoom.
Apparently now I'm Nick.
But thank you for pointing that out. I will fix.
Nope.
You're welcome.
That's no fix.
I'm showing Blix. So whenever you speak,
I fixed it.
Okay. So plan is for Blix, Pandora, and Kat to go into town, and Nick and Raph stay outside of town with the kids, or are we all going through?
I want to go in because I want to see about getting hopefully another healing wand.
Yeah, we should all
Just
go.
leave the kids with the nuns. I mean,
They should be relatively safe, like right outside the city.
yeah,
But
we're
like,
not mountains anymore. This is
hang on.
not a dangerous place, typically.
if they're going to be safe anywhere, they're going to be more safe in the city than outside the city where they're not
Okay.
as well protected.
Have I think Felderwin was a little before you joined us. It's not a city per
Okay.
se,
It's a small town.
village
It's like a hamlet.
surrounded by farms.
Still, my point stands. They'd be safer in than out.
I agree.
All right. So,
we're all going into town. Sounds like, because
so
at
the
this
next,
point,
the
in
next
time,
couple of days is fairly easy travel as you make your way out of the foothills and towards the small forest with the crossing of the Skymere River. As you're nearing the forest, so you notice there is signs of some fire damage here and there in the woods. Like something has recently blazed the woods or burnt parts of the woods. The trail leading here looks heavily trodden. Boots and wagons and other marks in the mud and on the road. Remember, these aren't like our roads where they're paved. These are like dirt roads, pretty much. And there's been a lot of heavy movement through here.
I want to do an investigation to see, like, what kind of tracks, if it's military in nature, or if it's something else going on.
Sure. Give me an investigation. As you kind of, Nick walks away from the group a little bit where the tracks haven't been disturbed, you kind of kneel down, you begin kind of prodding and looking, taking some sticks, moving snow out of the way, and taking a look at it. Give me an investigation check.
Can you add me to the landing page so I can make that?
You are here.
I don't have the little N at the top there.
And yeah, I'll re-add your.
Oh, I'm loading. Maybe.
I'll reload your token for you.
I'm going to do a long rest just to make sure that I don't remember whether we did at the end of the last game or not, but clearly we've had long rest.
You have.
So
I'm gonna reload.
It's one of those days.
Yeah.
But while you're doing that, Nick, just go ahead and give me a D20 with your modifiers. You can just use. Do you have D&D Beyond loaded right now?
Yeah.
If not, I can pull your character up.
We have earthquakes in Central Texas very often.
Not very often.
No, very rare.
I am at a loss to explain these animals tonight.
Mercury retrograde shadow.
Yeah, people are acting weird.
For some reason, I get the song "They're Coming to Take Me Away." Ha ha, hee hee, ho ho.
Yeah, there hasn't been anything close to here at all for earthquakes.
Nick, you ready?
Yeah. Let me see. You want a public roll?
Sure.
Yeah. Well. Did that do anything?
I see nothing in a Foundry.
Isn't Foundry paused?
That shouldn't affect his rolling out thing. Let me try. Here, let me load a different map just for the hell of it. Let's go. I'll just load this one here.
Yeah, I can roll.
Cannot read property tokens of null. But look at the top under the Foothill Pass, it's got the GBKPR. I'm guessing it's Game Master, Blix, Cat, Pandora, and Raphael.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not there.
You need to reload again.
Hang on, before you do all that. Let me check something. Configure, manage
In the
modules.
lower left as being logged in either.
Nick, here. It says everything's here.
Oh, there he is. Not online.
Where are you seeing that?
I expanded the players list in the lower left corner. Nick and Valana both showing as absent.
I see Valana.
Yeah,
Oh.
I see Nick as being blacked out.
I see him in the players selection, and I don't see him on the map at all.
Becky, what color is his dot in the player list?
On the player list, it shows that he is on.
Okay, and what color is his dot?
There's a dot to him.
Yeah.
To the left of the name.
At the
For
bottom of the
instance,
screen.
I'm blue, you're orangey red, Pandora's pinky purple, Raphael's green.
I actually don't see dots at all for anybody. I don't think I ever have. Oh, your left hand. Sorry. Yeah, he's not even showing up on my list for players.
Right.
Nick, let me send you the invitation link again. Maybe that's broken. I'll post it in a Zoom
posted it in
chat.
the,
Where's chat? Wow,
You know what? I have an idea.
this has been a constant problem with technology today.
Yeah.
You can use that
Mercury
as the
retrograde
investigation.
right now?
We're in the last shadow phase.
Nick, did you
Come
see
out
that
of
link in
it.
chat? I sent to you?
Yeah.
How many days is that?
It's usually 2 weeks.
All right. Login successful. Joining game.
Is that what it normally does?
Yeah. Hang on, loading up.
Yeah, it ended November 3rd, and we don't go back in until January 30th.
All right,
so-
I think my system's bugged, so I'm gonna close out Foundry again and reopen it. Ah, I hate this. All I want to do is play D&D. All your D&Ds are gonna kill. Everybody kill your Foundry. Just close it all down. Everybody kill your Foundry. Maybe even your browser.
It died.
Yeah.
It's maybe a theater of the mind game tonight.
Yay.
I know, right?
I've been doing that all week.
I'm about to give up on the tech tonight. I might have to.
Oh, crazy movie to watch while we're waiting. It's a disaster on Amazon Prime. That thing is freaky, and it's based in Austin. I'm just saying. Elizabeth might not want to watch it.
Foundry variant requires a minimum screen resolution. But yeah, okay, I know that. All right, that's good. And now I come here and I go Foundry. Are you able to get in, Nick? Now?
Let me go back in.
I put a little cinnabar on my keyboard.
As my therapist likes to say, she's zen as fuck. She also has a cross stitch that says professional mindfuckery.
Raphael's in, Blix
Nice.
is in.
I'm still getting Chrome to open.
I have a friend who's not like our community related. She's from another one of my communities that we keep up with.
Any luck, Nick? I don't see you actually logged in or anything.
Yeah,
And-
I'm back in. I'm looking at the screen right now. I just opened up the.
I see you're here, but I don't see any color by your character. Player configuration, player color, red.
Yeah, normally it asks me that, but it's not asking me that. I'd like to confirm my color, whatever.
Yeah. I see G, G, B, and R. I don't know who all that is.
G and the G, I'm the B, Hath is the R. And I'm gonna change my dice while we're stuck.
I like the dice. They're cool. But anyhow,
Something must be bugged. I don't know what's going on. Do you have a
Yeah,
different?
mine's
Do you have a different?
loading.
Okay. Do you have a different browser, Nick, that you can use? You're using Chrome right now. Do you have Edge
I don't know. Let me see.
or Firefox?
Does it work better in one browser over another?
Chrome or Edge I use, which is Microsoft's version of Chrome. I wonder if this data packets are slow. I can reboot my firewall and stuff, see if that's a problem. All right, fuck it. I'm going to move away from this and go to Theater of the Mind tonight. It will be different, but that's what we're going to do. Because I'm tired of waiting for tech. Things are acting kind of weird. All right, guys and ladies. If you need to roll, you roll at your desk. If you're able to connect to Foundry, you can roll Foundry and I'll see it there. If you ever get in, let me know.
All right. So I'm gonna investigate.
All right, so go ahead and give me a roll. I'll actually look up a tool for online rolling. I know there's one out there.
Oh, baby girl. Man. So if you want us to roll at our desk, do you want actual dice or virtual dice from our characters?
Dealer's choice.
Okay.
All right, so you'll see a chat box, a little thing appear in the Foundry chat.
Roll with friends.
So go to that and enter your name. And so you can just roll it. Like so. Everybody see that?
I'm not into roll with friends yet. It's still opening.
All right. Anyway, Nick, go ahead and give me a
What's
roll.
the link for that?
It's posted in the chat.
Discord?
No, I don't use Discord for this. It's in the Zoom
All right,
chat.
so I'm gonna have a 13 for my investigation.
Okay. So you, like I said earlier, you dig down, you kind of look at the tracks, and yeah, they're heavy, a little wider than your normal wagons you would see. So these are definitely commissioned military. You have experience with the military too, don't you, Nick?
Yes.
Yeah, you recognize these definitely. And the boots and the marks and some of the hoof marks you can see in the snow where it's been pressed. You can actually see the marks are very much military. And they were passing through the area, heading towards Felderwin.
Okay. Pass the information on to the group.
Okay. What do y'all wish to do?
Keep on heading towards the city, I guess.
All right. Y'all continue on, following the trails, and you get, you're starting to go through the route through the waterway. And last time you came this way, this is about where y'all had to camp last time. You were in that little forested area. You can either camp before or after the waterway. Which do y'all wish to do?
Before.
Or
Yes.
you can press on if y'all really, really want to. No. All right. So before you said, Felix? Okay. So like I said, you had seen all the burned out. So you get past the initial area. And you get to where the water crossing is, and the forest to the north of you and the south of you is burned and looks damaged. And you kind of pull the wagons off to the side of the trail. People make camp within the wagons, try to stay warm. Are you starting a fire this evening, or are y'all camping cold? What are your plans? What's your marching order? What's your watch order?
Well, we're coming up to a city that is known to be friendly. And there's military about. I don't think we need to be hiding.
No, I'd like to have a fire. I don't want to deal with the exhaustion of a cold night. And I'd like to volunteer to take first watch unless somebody else really wants it.
I already got it.
Darn it, I'll take second.
Yeah.
I'll take third.
Okay.
I'll take fourth.
All right. So we have Blix second. Then we have who's third? Nick. And who's fourth was Raphael, right? All right. Y'all need a fifth, or you good with four?
You gonna be on watch, Cat?
You're muted.
Y'all jumped in, so I just figured you guys wanted 5, so I say 5.
So you're on fifth watch then?
Sure.
Okay. All right. If you can go ahead and give me a roll, Pandora, for your first watch. So as you're on watch, Pandora, are you like this in the central area? Because the wagons, about 5 of them, I believe, total that survived all the rigmarole. are you going to walk back and forth? Are you going to pick away from the camp? What are your plans? How do you plan to do your watch?
Are all the wagons circled with the fire in the center?
Are all the wagons circled with the fires in the center? No, they pulled off on the side of the road. You could certainly, because you're your first watch, you could have them set up a certain way if you like.
Yeah, I'd say we circle the wagons around the fire and have all the people in the center using
Okay.
the wagons as like a barrier to the elements.
Kind of like the Wild Wild West. All right. So y'all, you get stopped, and then Pandora, you coax people into a more defensible position, and they get a good fire going in the center. It's not that hard to find wood. You can tell that some of the trees here were felled by the military when they passed through. Although who set the fire, you're not sure. But you're able to find some felled trees and branches here and there without having to actually go into the woods that much. And you're able to have a good fire. The kids seem in better spirits. You can see above y'all a clear, crisp evening with the stars and the moon just passing overhead above you. I don't know if you've ever been out like in the far, far north Texas, out in the middle of nowhere. The stars are just insanely bright and clear, and you can see the Milky Way like it's crazy. Kind of the same thing here.
Truly, the stars at night are big and bright.
They are. They really are. So you
Keep in the heart of Felderwin.
if you can go ahead and Pandora and give me a roll on the rollwithyourfriends.com site. Rolldicewithyourfriends.com. I'll give them a plug. There you go.
Hey,
You want perception?
Yes.
How do I add my modifier on here?
You don't. You roll, and then you have to tell me manually.
manually. We're going to analog the
So
modifier.
that'll be an 8.
All right, so you rolled a 5 plus your modifiers makes it 8. Okay. So you're kind of looking around and not much is out there. Of course, I can always roll behind the scenes for you if you prefer.
Well,
Yeah,
I can roll in D&D Beyond too.
yeah, but I can't see what you rolled. This way I can see kind of what you're doing. If you anyway. Yeah, nothing really catches your eye. It's a quiet night. Every once in a while you hear some like off in the woods somewhere, something moving, maybe a tree or some snow, or maybe some ice falling off some branches. You're just not sure, but there's definitely something way out there. The wind's kind of moving a little bit, but not a lot. It's not that windy this evening, thankfully. Your watch is up, and we now have Blix is coming up. Do you wake Blix up, or do you let her sleep through and take a second watch yourself?
I go wake Blix up.
No, it's too early.
No, you gotta get up, then you can come back and snuggle.
Okay, I'll get up.
Okay.
You know
So
how
I
to wake
curl up
me.
in the little warm spot that Blix left.
It's a little
Tiny
it's a
little warm spot.
Yeah.
It warms my paw.
Yeah. So it's not too far from the fire. It's close, and Blix, you get up. You notice the fire is kind of dying down some. Do you do anything about that, or do you?
I am gonna build it up a little bit more, just not like a raging fire, but just not.
Not a Burning Man bonfire.
warm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I just want to keep people warm.
All right.
That's all.
So yeah, that few moments when you first wake up, it kind of gets that chill out of your bones, the working to get in the wood in there. It begins burning again. Pandora, you can feel the heat kind of spread across you. And all of you who are sleeping, you kind of roll a little bit closer to the fire because the warmth kind of spreads across you, cutting through the cold and the chill of the night. Yes. So Blix, do you say with inside the inner circle, or do you go on the outside of the wagons and patrol it? What are your plans?
My plan is to use my stealthiness to sneak around outside the circle, like if there was an invisible circle around the camp, where inside is the light and the people, and outside is the cold and the dark. I'm one step on the dark side of that line. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
On the edge of darkness.
The metaphorical line. Yeah.
The edge of darkness. All right. So yeah, you kind of step away, a little further away from this where the light is literally bleeding from the wagons, and you're like kind of. Do you walk towards the river's edge? Do you stay closer to the woods, or what's your plans?
I'm going to be doing rounds like around the camp.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
It does. Give me a perception check, please. Actually, no. What's your passive perception? That's what I need to know.
12.
12. All right. 1 second. Do. All right. All right. So, yep. Okay. Yeah. So you're kind of looking around. Keep on going on the trails. You see some game tracks here and there. Not sure if they're new or not. Just kind of passing by. Nothing. You don't see like big ogre footprints or any newer troop footprints or anything like that. Make your way back around the road and loop back around. Back in the camp. All right, back in the camp. I need 1, 2, 3. So let's say Nick, you're 1 through 2. Raphael, Nick is 1. Raphael is 2. Pandora is 3, and Kate, you're 4. Who wants to roll the dice for the group?
I will.
All right, give me a roll for the group. 1d4.
Hold on. There we go.
All right.
It's me.
Pandora.
Where's that?
All right. And what does it do?
Save me.
A pot of gold falls out of the sky right beside you.
Lucky it wasn't an anvil.
All right. So you kind of roll over, and you're kind of looking towards where the burned out trees were. You just sometimes you wake up from sleep just a little bit, and you kind of look. That's when you see what appears to be a large tree looming over one of the wagons, and you see branches going underneath the wagon and begin to like it's going to be lifting it up. Nick, Blix, you're kind of on the other side, and you were just kind of distracted by the tracks in the ground. And at that time, you hear some crunching of some snow. When you look up, you see, I don't know if I can share this in any way possible. So you go copy image link. Maybe let's try this.
This is a tree ant.
Hot.
Hot.
You see this green female-like creature before you, and she's got she has natural leaves on her, but she has more of on her right side of the body, it looks burned and damaged, and she has a sneer on her face of anger. And she says, points a finger at all of you, and at some of the military wagons that y'all were given to transport the children in. They're not as heavy as the war wagons, but they definitely have the markings of the Empire on them. And she points at that, and then she does a hand over her head like that, and that's when you see other trees in the forest kind of jerk and roots rip out of the ground. And that's when you hear behind you, Blix, one of the wagons shaking behind you. Pandora, you see that branch, like I said, reach under the wagon and begin to lifting it up. Noise breaks out. the horses and the mules and the oxen are still hitched to the wagon are like panicking, trying to run away. And then on the other side of the encampment, you hear a voice speaking in some language. Sounds very angry. What languages do you speak, Pandora and Blix?
I speak Common and Celestial.
Okay.
Common and goblin.
Okay.
And can't.
Yeah. And what?
Thieves can't.
Okay. Yeah. No, y'all can't make out the language. So, what do y'all wish?
Does it sound angry, threatening, happy?
It sounds very, very angry.
Fuck.
I yell out, "Everybody up!"
All right. So I'm going to use D&D Beyond's Encounter Builder. I haven't used it before, so give me a second while I build this encounter. And since I'm not using the other tool.
I yelled and hurt my own head.
I'm sorry.
Gave it yourself a boo-boo?
I've been nursing a migraine all afternoon.
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you find relief soon. I was talking to my sister the other day, and apparently she got her gaff pierced, the little cartilage above your ear canal.
Oh.
Not the
Yeah, no, but like right
And,
here.
she hasn't had migraines since then.
Yeah, I've
Huh.
heard that's a really good spot for migraine sufferers.
I had not heard that.
Acupuncture strikes again.
1
I've
second.
only had regular migraines since COVID started.
I'm sorry.
But good excuse to go get another piercing and maybe a tattoo while I'm there.
Needles. They're not just for breakfast anymore.
Oh, yes, they are. I can have them everywhere on my body, but I'm going on my 4th week of needles in my mouth. It's fun. Not.
I don't like needle play, but I like tattoos.
I love needle
Same.
play, tattoos, but not in my mouth.
I tried needle play, and
Okay.
the furthest I could get was 2 needles. And then lightheaded, had to tap out and get some chocolate.
Yeah, definitely in a
I
65.
didn't mind getting piercings, but I don't think I could handle needle play.
All right,
Yeah.
Nick, can I get your initiative, please? Oh, wait, you're asleep, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's going to be... yeah, go ahead and roll, though, because I'll need that eventually.
I was like,
Right.
well, I yelled for everybody to wake
Initiative
up.
will be 11.
Yeah, but they're already charging in before you yell, so.
Pandora, I need your initiative, please.
It is 20.
20. And I need Blix.
19.
Okay, let me see here now. Can I do this? See how this works. You said yours is 19? Then the
Correct.
19, then the 19. Okay. And Krazitz.
Speedy.
Kazidi. God. There's no R in it.
City.
Kazidi.
2.
Cat's titty.
Got a 2. And Raphael.
2.
I did it from G&D Beyond, and it was a 19 also, but I can do it again if
fine.
you want in the roll with dice.
Okay, so I'm going to do auto roll initiative for the monsters. Let's see if I got it. Start. All right. So, Pandora, you saw, like I said earlier, you saw these creatures like lifting up, and you see underneath it like little bushes almost of twigs, like all mingled together like vines, but they have arms and legs, and their heads kind of look up, and you see this like almost, for lack of a better word, a feral green kind of glowing in the faces of them. Think of Groot, but a lot more viney. And they're kind of like crawling. They're like crawling out under different wagons and stuff. There's many of them all around about, moving in. So you shout out, "Wake up! We're under attack!" What exactly do you say? What do you exactly shout out to your companions?
Everybody up! And then I run towards the fire and put my hands up, kind of like pleading, "Hey, stop, wait."
Uh-huh.
Since I know I could yell, "Wait, hold on," looking at the main tree spirit lady.
Diplomacy, I dig it.
Well, they're just mad because they think we burned their forest.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't need no stinking diplomacy. All right. So yeah, you're shouting out.
Persuasion check.
So, but you don't see the lady because you're on. It's Blix on watch. Yeah, she sees them. You don't. You're inside the wagon, so you don't actually see that person.
No, she was looking up at the stars, wasn't she?
No, Pandora's the one who saw the tree like reach around the wagon, and around about that same time,
On the
I heard and turned around to see the flame tree lady.
Okay.
And then she went like that, and then all the trees went, "Rah!" Or so my recollection.
Right. So you're trying to convince that big tree that's attacking the wagon, Pandora? Is that what you're doing? Or, okay. So you're shouting out to it. What languages are you using?
Just common.
Just common?
Well, I'm going to use common and then repeat it in celestial.
All right. 1 second. Let me see.
Since those are the only two I know.
Maybe this will work better. Let me see.
Could meow at it.
Oh, can I try my speak with animals as well?
You could give me 1 second here. I'm just trying to get all my UI stuff because it's all sudden change. So let's see here. Languages. What language did you use?
Common, celestial, and then my paladin speak with animals.
Okay, so you're trying to persuade it not to attack. All right, yeah, go ahead and make a check.
Persuasion.
Yeah, it's a charisma check.
+2.
So it's your charisma bonus unless you're trained or whatever, and it's perfect.
That would be a 5.
Happens. All right, yeah. So you shut out trying to get it to hear you, but because of the cracking of the noise and the branches and the trees and all the kids now screaming out in panic and fear, your voice is just drowned out from this. All right, so you can stand up from prone if you want. That's half your move. What do you wish to do at this time?
I had already gotten up and run over to the fire.
Okay, so you got up and you half your move to the fire. That's probably about 10 feet to get to the fire where you're standing. And what's your move normally?
30.
30. So you've moved. You have 5 feet left, basically.
I'm gonna stay right there.
Okay. And what
Hands
weapon?
up.
You have hands out. Okay. No weapons on you. All right.
Hands up, don't shoot.
Okay.
Too soon.
Blix.
Yes.
What do you do?
The tree chick is like right in front of me. Is that right?
Tree trick is right in front of you. Yes. She is.
So I don't know if I heard Pandora shouting over at the camp or not, but I had sort of the same idea. So I hold up both hands and I say in common, "Please stop." And then I repeat it in Goblin.
All right. All right. You do both of them. Go ahead and make a chance, but she is considered hostile. So make a. You want to go ahead and try to persuade her. Where is my?
That's a 4.
Oof. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, she's just enraged and she's like barking out commands. You hear creatures and other more trees and twigs breaking and snapping, and things from the forest come moving in. Unfortunately, y'all have not had a chance to persuade these creatures at all. Raphael, you're waking up, so that's pretty much your action. But I will let you do something like stand up or take a bonus.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I stand up and grab, my quarterstaff and shield. Not that I plan on using it immediately, but we'll see what happens after that.
Okay.
And if I can, get out of the wagon.
Okay. All right. So she's standing in front of you. Blix, and her hand kind of morphs into a staff. It's got these wicked curves to it, and it kind of winds around, and jutting out of it, these long tendrils that form into a sharp, black-tipped thorns, like you would see in a rose bush, but it's far more wicked. And she just swings down with it with both hands. Whack! Comes down towards you. And attacks you with it. And what do we have here? Got a... Actually, no. She's not going to do that. Because she hears you speaking to it. She switches to common herself. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. She pulls the thorn club to hit you, and then she stops and goes, Sijiro, do as I say, little one, and you will live this night and not become dead like the other soldiers. Make a wisdom saving throw, DC 14. Oh, that's a fail.
Fail.
Okay.
That's it. No bonus there. It's an 8.
Okay. You are magically charmed. You can't attack the charmer or the target charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. Your charmer has advantages on abilities checks to interact socially with the creature. You regard her as a trusted friend to be heeded and protected. Although the target isn't under the Dryad's control, it takes the Dryad's requests or actions in the most favorable way. Anytime the Dryad or its allies do anything harmful to the target, which would be you, it can repeat the saving throw. It lasts for 24 hours otherwise. Okay? She looks at you, she goes, I don't want you here to be harmed. She points back to where the water is, and she goes, go hide in the river, right by the edge of it.
And I would like to use my full move. And I actually have dash, so I can double move if I need to. I'm going to go ahead and head to the river and hide.
Okay. You head off towards the river. Back in the encampment, you see numerous little they call them twig blights. I don't think I've ever seen these before. But they look like little miniature trees almost, like I said.
I know twig blights. Those are adorable and really scary.
Yes. This one crawls out from under one of the wagons and it goes to the nearest target where the sisters are, Pandora, right across from you. And it just kind of like jumps on one of the sisters. She throws her blanket up into it. Its thorny little claws go right through it and just rip holes into the blankets. And it begins shredding it, looks down at her and swings at her. All right. Roll. Okay, and that's going to give me a 15. That does hit her, and it does 3 points of damage to her.
I'm in the river.
All right, so it comes in and goes, sinks its claws into her, and it kind of pulls her towards it, and begins wrapping its arms around her, and it begins almost like the vines around its body begin to grow and entwine itself around her body. All right, Nick, you're up. What do you wish to do? You see a huge tree that has moved one of the wagons out. They tried to lift it up, but because of the oxen, it just decided it would be easier just to kind of move it into the circle or slightly out of the circle. And you see these twig blights coming through the hole. 3 twig blights coming from that hole. One of them has already got a sister. That would be the 4th one. And is wrapped itself around her, and slowly but surely the vines are encircling her body. And she's screaming out in pain because all of the vines that are growing have thorns in it and they're like sticking into her flesh. What do you do, Nick?
All right. I'm going to get up, grab my sword and my shield. I don't have any armor on. So I will go ahead and morph into my werewolf form. And light my sword on
werewolf
fire.
or hybrid?
My hybrid.
Okay. So you morph into your hybrid. You got kind of your jaw extends out, your head pulls back like Werewolf in London kind of thing. Or, yeah, London. And then you just kind of, your sword is like in your hand. Of course, your knuckles are, and you're grabbing the sword and flames go across this. Is it flame or a light? I can't remember which one it is. It's flame, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So your sword is ignites in fire, illuminating the area. The twig blights that just came in were all moving towards the children. They see you, and they all redirect towards you and begin moving towards you, closing trying to close the distance. What do you wish to do?
How far away are they from me?
So you stood up, you morphed. Does morphing take any of your actions?
No, it's a bonus.
The bonus, well, it does take an action. It takes a bonus action. So it's half your move standing up. As you were standing up, you morphed into this thing's shape. So half your movement to get to the twig blights, that would about cover it if that's where you want to go. Or you can get to halfway to where the big tree Trent-like thing is, if you desire.
I'm going to go towards the twigs.
Towards the twigs. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this stupid tool. I'm going to kill it. All right. You can go towards the twigs. You move towards the twigs, right up to them. There's 3 of them in front of you. One to the right, one to the left, and one straight in the middle. As you stop sliding in the snow. Snow splatters up across them. They ignore it. It doesn't bother them one bit. What do you do?
I am going to grab the center one and grapple him.
Grab the center one and grapple. Okay.
Tree hugger.
He is. Grappled. A grapple creature. Capacity, right? Go ahead and make a. What is that? That's a athletics check, I believe, isn't it?
The athletics?
I'm looking right now. Actions, grapple. Grappling, when you grab a creature, you can, of course, wrestle with it and attack it and so on. You can use the attack action to make a special melee attack, grapple. If you're able to make multiple attacks with the attack action, this attack replaces one of them. The target of grapple must be no more than one size larger than you. Okay, that's good. Have to have a free stance. Okay, so the roll, make an attack roll. It's athletics, contested by the target's athletics or dexterity.
All right, so athletics.
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
It's definitely going to use his dexterity.
That's so.
It has a 13. What do you have?
Maybe a 10.
Oof, yeah. It quickly, the vines just kind of discombobulate and reassemble outside of your rack. You go with your sword in one hand, you kind of reach out trying to grapple it, to hold it. But like I said, it just kind of discombobulates and then folds up right behind your hand again. It's like as the vines reshape around its head. You missed it. That's an action. Bonus action's already used. Your movement's used. You have anything else left?
That's it.
All right. Moving on. All right. The twig to the right of you reaches out and attacks you. It's going to, its arm suddenly goes to like a sharp spike, thorn like with little jagged edges. When it goes in and pulls it out, it'll do more damage. And it just leans forward, and it leans forward as tries to lever its weight. You notice its feet kind of spread out into the ground, instinctively grabbing on, giving it more solid footing, and it attacks you. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's going to be horrible with a... That will be a 5.
That's going to brush right by me.
Yeah. So you quickly like, whoosh, and it's like, whoosh, and it pulls away. You see those jagged thorns that would if they've got into you and pulled out would cause more damage coming out. You know, that's that one. The one you tried to grapple though, as you dodge that one, it repeats the same attack, trying to come up towards your gut. I'm just rolling. It fumbles. Yeah, so it overreacts and dives forward, forgets to secure its feet in the ground, and it slips, falls down to the ground. So that one is prone. So Twig Blight 2. Remind me the one in front of you is prone in case I forget. I don't have a way to make notes in the UI here, unfortunately. All right, moving on. The next one, the one to the right, I think. Right, or is it left? Right, middle, left. Which is the other one? It secures its feet in the ground and then stabs towards you, repeating the attack. Not very inventive here. I've got a 16, 17, 18.
It's going to hit.
All right, and it's going to do 3 points of piercing damage. It stabs into your thigh, pulls out. It's piercing damage.
All right, so piercing is half right now.
Mm-hmm. So you take 1 point. All right, moving on. Do I want to give these creatures an extra ability to poison?
No. Oh, wait, was that a rhetorical question?
I'm just pondering if I want to up the challenge rating on these. No, because I got a big baddie in here, so we'll see what happens. Cats. Kazidi, what do you do?
Okay, how close am I to them?
You're right in the middle. Everybody else. You're like
Okay.
You're like 10 feet away from the twig blights attacking your friend Nick by the wagons. That's what, 15 feet I think away.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do something a little bit more close up because you gotta do close up stuff. And I'm gonna go ahead and try poison spray on the one next to Nick and see what happens.
All right.
Let me roll. It's gonna be a D12. Let me figure out my modifier real quick.
Sure thing. And I'll load up D&D Beyond in your character sheet so I can reference stuff just to make sure you're doing things and not forgetting something on your stats there. To help.
Yeah, it'll be a D12 plus. It'll be a Mar rolled 20 to hit, and then a D12 if I hit plus 3. So.
All right, 1 second.
Okay, I only want 1. Okay, and I'm a roll. I got
A 4.
I got a 7.
Yeah. So you're using a
anything.
spell called Poison Spray.
Yeah, it's called
It's gonna
poison spray.
be
It's a
at
cantrip.
will, damage, 1 action, 10 feet, target. It's an area, so you can get more than 1 creature.
How many? I can go up to level.
You can
3?
extend your hand toward a creature you see within range and project a gas from the palm.
Right, but
attack.
when I rolled, it was 7. That's
Oh
all.
no, it is just a creature. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're fine. All right, so
Yeah. So I didn't hit anything.
yeah, you have to make
At this point, because of this, how many creatures are actually on the party, like the orphans and the nuns?
Actually, there's no attack roll here, as I can read this. What it says is, you extend your hand towards a creature you see within range and project a puff of noxious gas from your palm. The creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 poison damage.
Okay, I'm just reading it backwards then. Yeah, you hit DC Constitution 12. There you go.
Yeah, so roll a d12, please. And I'll make my Constitution save.
Okay.
It made it save. Does it take half damage? No. So yeah, it doesn't affect it. Unfortunately, you have to move forward. No, they're within range. So you get a little puff of green gas out towards the creature. It doesn't seem to affect it though. Maybe they don't breathe. You're not sure. All right. Back to the combat check. So you stood up, you attacked. Do you wish to do anything else?
Not really. I'm gonna kind of stay with for right now because I can't really move because I stood up. That was my move.
All right.
And I
It's
don't
half
have
your move.
It's
like
half
most
your,
people.
it's half your move, by the way.
So it's half.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move back. I'm gonna move back just a little bit so I can get a little bit better area effect of as many as I can.
Okay. All right. So you step back a little closer to where the sisters are. All right. And one of the sisters to your left's being attacked by one of the twig blights, about 10 feet from you on the other side
I
of
would
the
like
fire.
to get up and smack it, but at this point, I don't have a move. So.
All right. So the big guy who's moved the wagon, he reaches over, puts one of his branches down onto the ground, lifts his trunk kind of up and over the wagon using his arms to kind of, and he lands within somewhat into the encampment, between the wagons and the encampment, and he just takes a broad swing towards the group. And let's see here. Give me a so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Kat, roll me a D10, please, with your friends thing.
Whoever made that
So,
should have named
Blitz
it
is-
Rolling with My Homies.
Roll with my homies. So
I feel like
Blitz
it was a
is
missed
1 through
opportunity.
2. Nick was 3, 4. Raphael was 5, 6. Pandora. It can't hit
I rolled
you.
I rolled
Actually,
an 8, so I don't know what that does.
yeah, I mean, I have to recalculate this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay, so I messed up. I'm going to have to roll again. 1, 2, 3,
Okay,
4, 5, 6,
let me know.
7, 8. Roll a D8, please.
8.
Yeah, because I can't include 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, D8. I can't include Pandora because she's outside. Or no, Blix is outside.
Blix is out.
All right, 1,
Okay,
4.
got-
So
yeah, I
1,
got a
2, 3, 4. It's Raphael. So Raphael, have you got? Yeah, you got up, right? And you're muted.
Yes, I got up.
All right. So you're standing up, and as I said, you see the tree kind of like lift its hulking mass up and over, lands behind the wagon. It's kind of moved into the encirclement, and then it brings one of its massive branches down, down towards you. And let's see, it does a slam attack. So, okay, let me roll. It's got a massive reach. So that's a 22 versus your armor class. That's going to be a hit. Don't die on me again, man. It does 16 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Ouch.
So let me see here.
What was the AC? Because my armor class is currently 13.
22.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's gonna hit.
What's
For
your
sure.
What's your current hit point count? Max hit point count, please.
My max hit points are 23.
Could you not die for a little while? That would be great.
Not bringing you back again, dude.
Right?
I feel so loved
And
right
you
now.
just took 16 points of damage, so I'll put 16 damage.
Okay.
That puts you down to 7 hit points. Woof. All right, so it's like woof. It hits you, and then the other branch, the same branch, it kind of slams into you, throwing you back a little bit. Does that knock you prone or anything? No. And the other branch, as it rips up out of the ground, it has no, sorry, it can't do that, right? So multi-attack makes 2 slam attacks. Okay, so the other branch that hit you begins to lift up, but you notice in the other hand it's got a small boulder, rock, if you will, like the size of a recliner chair or something. But the other one, it comes down towards the group and it's going to attack Pandora. And that will be 13 versus your armor class.
16.
It misses.
Missed.
All right, so you saw the branch hit your friend over there, and he's like, oh, he's just mangled from this thing. Branches and thorns sticking out of his hair and stuff. He's bloodied really bad. and then it kind of swings broadly towards you. You have time to see it because it telecasts its attack, and you quickly step out of the way and it misses. All right. Top of the order, top of the round. Pandora, what's your hit points? Max that you're currently at?
24.
24? Okay. All right. What do you do, Pandora?
Rise a little bit.
How far away am I from the main tree lady?
You don't see her. You're in the interior, so you're not aware of her at the moment, but you do see the twigs and that huge tree attacking your friends.
Okay, so I run up to the...
Psychically using my twin sense.
Right? Now, you did hear her shout out before the order, and then Blix, I think, shouted out a warning, right? Is that correct, Blix?
Blix shouted to the woman to please stop.
Yeah, so you did hear that. Actually, no, you may not have heard that, but let's do this. Let's make
No,
a...
because I shouted it first.
You saw the creatures attacking the interior. She was outside on the other side of the wagons near the dark edge of the woods.
Right, but you said I rolled over and kind of woke up and saw her approaching the wagon.
That was my mistake. It was you saw the creatures. You wouldn't see her. You couldn't. Sorry. This is a mistake on my part. My apologies. But you did see the creatures coming in and attacking.
So who did I yell at the first time to please wait?
The tree. I was assuming it was a big Treant.
Okay, so I want to move closer to that tree end, and again with my hand raised, say, "Please wait. We mean you no harm." In common.
Yeah, you can see it has fire damage across its body, by the way. So you move to it. That's fine. That's probably half your movement. You shout out, please, we mean you no harm. That's a free action. Do you wish to do anything else? You have your action and bonus actions and a reaction left.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike.
Okay.
It's a DC 12.
Is that a save versus what?
Strength.
Strength? Okay. Alright, so saving throws. This creature. Vulnerabilities, resistances. Alright, so Ensnaring Strike, that does hit. What's that?
Does the ant hear me?
Next time you hit a creature with a creature for the spell. So you cast Ensnaring Strike. That is a bonus action. Do you attack the creature? Okay. So now you got
No, not yet.
Okay. So you cast spell. It's on your weapon.
Yes.
And that's it.
Did the ant hear me?
It seems even if it did hear you, it seems kind of oblivious to your pleads.
Then I'm gonna pull out my quarterstaff and jump and wave like, "Hey, over here!"
All right, so that's your actions. If you use up your bonus action and your action, all right.
Yeah.
Because you spent enough time doing that. All right, moving on. It doesn't seem to respond, unfortunately. Blix.
I don't get any kind of save or anything this turn, right? It depends on
Actions, yeah.
Right. So from where I'm hiding at the river or in the river, I'm not clear which. Can I see if my friend Treebeard over there is in danger?
No, he's like wading through. She's moving.
She.
Oh, she. she is moving towards the wagons and does not seem to be threatened at all. You do hear, the children and the sisters, screaming and stuff.
That wouldn't really affect. In my state, would that spur me to action of some kind?
Well, I will tell you again what it says here.
Please.
These spells are very hard.
Yeah.
The charmed creature regards a dryad as a trusted friend to be heeded and protected. Although the target isn't under the dryad's control, it takes the dryad's requests or actions in the most favorable way it can. And she told you to go ahead and hide by the river until she handles the problems by the wagons. She doesn't want you to get hurt, she told you.
Gosh, I'm really worried about the nuns and the kids. I hope they're okay. And I continue hiding. I'm sure that my friend Treebeard is going to protect them. That must be why she's going over there. She's good. I like her. She's trusted.
Right? All right. All right. That's Blix. Raphael, you're hurt. What do you do? Now, Raphael, just so you know, I'm going to post this in the chat of Zoom. This is what the choker around your neck that kind of comes around still, silver band that comes into an artistic rendering of Ioun's eye. This is what it grants you as her boon. You get a +1 to your armor class while wearing this. You can cast Identify as a cantrip and Divine Recall once per day. When you fail an arcane, history, nature, or religion check, you may instead choose to try again. This knowledge is channeled into you through the memory of another follower of Ioun, or if none know, a glimmer from the visage of Ioun itself comes to you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool.
What he needs is protection from getting his ass kicked.
Right? I really need to get better armor also.
So your armor goes up by 1 just naturally from this thing. So anyway, what do you do? Do you
I'm thinking I'm going to use my laying on of hands on myself.
all right.
Where is that? Healing hands. 1 action.
Should be under, I think, features, isn't it?
Yeah, I see it there under features. I'm just not sure how to cast it from there unless...
I don't know if you do. Let's see, where is it? It's under class features. Where is it? Healer.
Yeah.
Racial traits,
Has no
healing
class.
hands, and should be under cleric, I think.
Features and traits.
Right, I'm looking at that.
Yeah, so just, you know what it grants you? 4 hit points, so you can restore. So you don't roll.
Okay.
Yeah, you just, once per long rest is an action, take a creature, and restore 4 hit points. That's it.
All right, and so I had 7, and so that would make this 11.
Right, and this is a action or what?
That is a action.
Okay. And you restore 4 hit points to yourself.
Right.
4. Okay, that puts you back up to 11. So you lay your hands on yourself, energy flows into you. I thought that was a bonus action for
Amazing.
you guys.
Oh, it says I'm putting 4 in for heal. That brought me up to 12. I thought I was at 7, not 8.
All right. All right. So you're at 12. All right. Do you wish to move?
Can I look around right quick? And if I do I see the dryad or not?
No, she's on the other side of the wagons. You're on the inside.
Okay.
Can't see on the outside.
Well, I thought I was standing on like the outside of the wagon up top, but okay. Then I'm going to try doing what the others have been doing in different languages, though, so because I've been hearing them. I'm going to try in Elvish and Primordial and Undercommon, saying, "Please, please, we mean you no harm. Please don't attack us."
All right, so you're shouting it out towards the obvious creatures who are attacking. They don't seem to respond to your pleads.
Do you want a roll for that or not?
No.
Okay.
All right, is that it?
I think that's about all I can do other than move closer.
Okay.
And I guess I will, or move further away. Yeah. Let me move a little further away so I'm not so easily attacked.
All right, so you back away. Where are you going? By the wagons to where the priests and sisters are, under a wagon. What do you wish to do?
By the sisters and the children sounds like a good idea.
Okay, so you go to do that. All right. Now you see Blix. You see her moving towards the wagon, and then roots kind of just out of the ground lift her up and over the first wagon that was blocking her view. She looks down at the group, raises her hands like that, and goes, and Fey energy just ripples through her body. All the grass and the roots and the vines in the ground where all the children are. Raphael and Kate, you're all were with the children and the sisters. All of these vines reach up and begin to entangle everybody around them. This is an action.
Raph, you just can't win for losing.
So a creature in the area must succeed on the strength
Go
saving
ahead
throw
and do my instant action.
and be restrained. Okay.
I want to set my instant action.
Instant action?
Yeah.
You don't
You
have
keep
it.
forgetting I have this one.
I don't know what you're talking about, Kate.
It's pass without a trace.
That's under what?
It's a reaction.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea about instant action as a Earth Genasi, maybe? Is it a race?
Yeah, it's part of my racial class.
I'm looking.
And remember, it's when I hide everybody within 30 feet of me. Radius.
Let me see here. Racial traits. Earth Walk. Merge with Stone. Abilities. No, not there. Arcane Ward.
Maybe that's why no, I'm thinking shield. I'm sorry, shield. For myself. I'm sorry. Not pass without a trace, but shield enacts as an instant when something happens.
Shield. Reaction when you take a hit by a target or targeted by a magic missile spell. So this is an area effect, not quite the same.
Okay. I'll try.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Yeah, it's I'll assume you didn't cast it because you would know. That's what it is.
Yeah, I'm reading off my PDF sheet.
I understand. All right. You can always go to. Never mind. All right. So I need everybody. So that would be Raphael, Cats, and I got the kids and the priests themselves. I need you to make a strength saving throw or be restrained. DC is going to be, what's your casting level? Senses, spell innate. DC is 14. So roll a strength saving throw. DC is 14, and roll it in the roll dice with friends.
Hold on, I gotta look at my strength. It is update.
Your strength is currently +0. So just
Okay.
just
Roll a 20.
just roll a 20. Not sure why you're worried. As a wizard,
Okay.
I wouldn't worry about raising your strength. That's never mind. All right.
It was to raise a different part of my the earth side of me. It's totally not what you think it is for.
Right. Okay. All right. So that's a save for you, Nick. Were you by the kids too? No, you moved to attack the blights. You're not having to make this save. Raphael needs to make a save. Is that the 16, Raphael? Or is that something else? Can't hear you, Raphael.
Sorry about that. I forgot I muted myself. Yes, that 16 is the save for the roll.
Okay, cool. So Katz and Raphael definitely avoid getting restrained by the vines growing up, but they do wrap around the children and hold them down. All right. The twig bite on one of the sisters attacks again. Got her restrained. Hits her. And she goes unconscious within its embrace, and she just kind of falls down to the ground. And moving on, Nick, you're up. So you see one of the twigs that entwined around the sisters, she has now been rendered unconscious, and it pulls its body free from hers, kind of steps past her, and it looks like it's going to join the fray where you are.
Okay. So I've got the 3 that are in front of me. One of them is prone on the ground, right?
One of them is prone on the ground. Yeah, which one was that? That was
the middle one. The one
middle
that
one? Number
yeah.
2. Right up 1, 2. Yeah, number 2. Number 2 is prone, so that if you attack it, you get advantage.
Yep. I will do that with my flaming sword. I don't think that's going to do what I wanted to do. So I'm going to do 2 rolls with the d20 and pick the higher. I'll take that 20. Not the 1.
All right.
So it'll be a critical, which is... Where's my... actions? So it's twice the damage, right?
Any dice that you roll for damage, you double.
Yeah.
All the solid +1s, they're just straight out as they are.
Yeah. So it's going to be 12 points of damage +4, so it'll be 16.
To the middle one?
To the middle one, yeah.
Okay.
Plus fire damage, which is 3 fire damage.
So 19?
Yes.
Yeah, so you wham! You hit it with your sword. The twigs that form its body just break apart, and you slice right through its body. It falls to pieces and begins to smolder and burn. And while it's wood, it has that odd, fleshy, maybe mushroomy smell to it. You're not quite sure. And it hisses as it succumbs to death. And the greenish glow in its eyes just ceases. That's an attack. Right. Anything else?
I'm going to look at the one that stabbed me, and I'm going to growl at it with intimidation.
Okay. That would be the third one, I think, right?
Yes. If we're doing 1, 2, 3. It's intimidation, so +1. So it's going to be 20 to intimidate it?
And it resists that by... is that a class, race, ability, or are you just trying to be intimidating?
I'm just intimidating it. I'm just... Werewolf, killed his friend, I'm trying to carry.
All right. Come on. All right. All right. You're like, like that. And it just kind of looks back at you and goes with his little thorns just like out of its shrubbery. Anything else, Nick?
Bring me a shrubbery.
This high.
All right. So
That's
is that it?
That's it.
Okay. So the first one, I'll guess to the right of you or the left. Not sure which it was. It goes to attack you. And let's see here. All right, roll. 10 plus 13 is going to miss your armor class, right? All right.
Yeah, right now I'm sitting at 15.
All right. That one's dead. And this one here, the other one to the left, I guess, attacks. Same repeats, rinse and repeat. So it takes both its arms, like stabs out, joins them together, stabs out towards you. Let's see if it hits. 17, 18, 19, 20, that hits.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to roll the damage here. Boom. Roll, roll. All right, so I got, what did it do? Oh, that's wrong. Let me roll again. I'm not going to use that. So that's 4. You take 3 points of damage from it.
Total 3 points or
A total of 3 points. So what's your max hit points?
32.
And you just took 3. So you should currently be at 29. Is that correct, or are you at less?
29. Yeah.
All right. All right, so that's its attack. So it goes with those thorny arms, and it pulls them out. Blood goes from a small wound it puts in your side. And Kazidi.
Yo.
It's your go.
I'm far enough away. I know some of the things have changed up where we're standing, but let me try to see, since it's 60 feet, can I see direct line of sight to the big boss?
Yes.
Let me try Ray of Frost.
So let me explain what you see now. You see the big Trent attacking, and then you see rising up over the wagons on the other side of the encampment. On the left-hand side, on the west side, you see the Trent, and on the east side, the opposite side, you're kind of in the middle, you see what appears to be that green woman that has vines holding her up in the air, and she's the one that threw the entangle spell at the center of the sisters, you and Raphael. Okay, so what is your target? Is it the Trent or her?
The one that's trying to take over the nuns, the kids, Ioun. That one.
So the one who did the entangle on the nuns and stuff, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, that would be the lady, the dryad. So you do a ray of frost at her?
I'm going to Ray of Frost her.
All right, let me find her.
Ready? So it's going to have a +2 modifier on the roll. So just remember, and I'm doing the 8. Won't do the 8 yet. So, it didn't hit. It would have been a 5. Damn it.
All right, yeah. So your ray streaks out across the
I'm not awake, people.
the wagons and misses, and she moves out of the way. So you attacked. You have a bonus, a reaction, and a move. What's your max hit points, by the way?
18.
18. Okay.
Yeah. I don't remember if I have any bonuses. Oh, yeah, I have. I don't think I have. It says proficiency bonus +2. That's all I have.
Right. That's okay.
I don't have any bonus attacks. I don't think.
All right. So the Trent, it goes again. It's gonna swing in towards the. This time it's gonna refocus towards Nick with one of its slam attacks. Let's get rid of that dice. Add that dice. 16 versus your armor class is a miss, I believe.
That was 16 hits. I'm at 15 right now.
Okay. All right. So that's a hit. And let's see here. It does. And I will roll. That's going to be, hit the right creature? No, it's the wrong creature. Let's go here. Here, go. All right, so it's going to be. Oh, here it is. Okay. $13 points of damage.
What kind of damage is that?
That will be bludgeoning.
Okay, so take half, so 13, so
Yeah.
it'll be 6.
And then it throws a stone at Katz because she attacked the Dryad. With the other hand. And that will be to hit. 23 does hit. And that is going to be Cat. 16 points of damage as the stone slams into you. And so you take 16 damage.
Bludgeoned by a stone.
Yeah, so you're down to 2 hit points. All right. So it does those 2 things. It slams in to Nick, throws a stone at Katz because she was casting spells. Hits her horribly bad. Almost pins you underneath the stones that hit you. And we're going to go next, back to the top of the round. Pandora.
So I can see the Dryad now?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So I'm going to turn to her. How far away is she?
She's above the wagons, so that put her 5, 10, 15, 25. So the vines hold about 25 feet up in the air, 25 at an angle. So let's say about 35 to 40 feet. I don't know the hypotenuse, whatever it is, formula to get that angled size, the third side.
No, I meant like
to the base of
ground
the
level.
from where you are to the ground to the wagon. That's going to be about 5, 10, 15 feet, I guess.
15?
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to run up to the base, so run 15 towards her. And drop to my knees and say, please wait, we mean you no harm. As loud as I can.
You can roll a d20 to persuade. What language are you using?
Common. That's a nat 20 plus 2.
Yeah, she sees you on the ground, doesn't seem to comprehend what you're saying, unfortunately. Doesn't affect her. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Blix, you see your friend up in the air, and a bolt of cold energy flies past her. She has to move to the side to avoid it. You're muted.
Does it look like she needs help? I have my rapier in hand now and I'm ready to charge in to defend her.
That's a choice you can make, for sure. You're not like held there. She just said, for your own safety, you should stay back. I wouldn't want you to get harmed.
Yeah, somebody's shooting at her. I don't like that. I'm gonna start running back towards where she's at.
Okay, you can do a full move and a dash. You could easily get there if you wanted.
Yeah, I am gonna do that, which means I don't get an attack this turn. And that's all I've got. I'm gonna run a dash up to the camp and kind of see what I see.
All right, you see your friends within the camp, because that doesn't make them enemies per se. And you see her, and there's a pitched battle going on. There's also this large tree that's like reaching in and attacking all these, and miniature like scrub-like trees also attacking. That's what you see.
I think I'm losing my mind.
Yes,
The forest is attacking.
it is. Raphael, what do you do? You see her. You see the tree, and you
cast guiding bolt
Uh-huh.
at the Trent.
at the Trent. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And so that's a +4 to hit, I believe.
All right.
Roll.
10
Oh, 10.
misses.
Yep.
So that's an attack. Anything else?
I think I'm going to move a little further away from the children. Not that I really want to, but spreading myself out so I'm less clumped in with the rest of the targets.
Okay. Okay. Say you move closer to the side where the dryad is, or closer or farther away to the back of the. So they're further away that way, and you're like towards the back. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yes.
Okay. So you're like on the far end of the egg, if you will. Okay. The dryad, she's up. All right. She looks down at you, Pandora, and you see this pleading, mournful look in her eyes as she's obviously burned on one side. I need you to make a charm saving throw. DC 14 Wisdom. All right, you made
That'll
it.
be a dirty 20.
So you feel her trying to influence your mind against your will, and then she kind of steps back. Her eyes kind of go flare out for a second. She looks extremely upset and scarred from whatever encounter she had before. And let's see, that is an action. And then she retreats back on the other side of the wagons, out of sight. All right, Twig Blight. This one's attacking Nick. Nick doing his job, being an absorber of damage. Rolled. Twice. We'll take the first one. 12 plus 15. It's a miss. Nick, your goal. What do you do?
You said 15?
Yeah. Is that a hit?
15 hits. I'm at 15 AC right now. I have no armor.
I keep forgetting. Sorry. All
Okay.
right. Let's do, what was that? 1d4. So that's going to be 3 points of damage to you. So what's your current hit points?
I am at 22.
22.
Out of how many, out of curiosity?
Say it again.
Out of how many? 22 out of how many?
32.
32.
Okay.
All right. And okay, Nick. So what do you do? It's your go.
I'm gonna attack the one that keeps attacking me. That's the third one, right? I killed two. The third one keeps attacking me.
That's the new one that just joined in.
Oh, it's the new one. Okay.
It stepped up and.
So we got 4. So I killed 2. We still got 1, 3, and 4, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go up to 3 since he's hit me twice. And I'm gonna use a bit of luck for advantage, and that's gonna be a natural, right?
Yeah.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be 15 points of damage plus 1 fire damage. So 12 points of damage.
12. How do you do this?
So I slashed his first friend or whatever. He stabbed me. I'm gonna come up through like under the arm, through the top of the shoulder.
All right. His body breaks out in chunks. Anything else, Nick?
No. So now I have 1 and 4 left, right?
You have 1, 2 on you. 1 right, 1 on the left. The one in the middle you killed. The other twig blight stepped over his friend, which was in the middle. You killed it. So that middle position seems to be deadly. So you got 1 on your right, 1 on the left. You've killed 2 so far. Get that big ass tree and 2 twig blights attacking. All right.
Okay.
Moving on. All right. The one on your right attacks or tries. Misses. That one's dead. This one here attacks. And wow, misses and goes prone. So the third one, or the one on the left, I guess, is prone. So number 3.
Okay. So the one on the left is prone. All right. Keep that in mind.
All right. And yeah, he swings at you. The ground's kind of slippery, and it, even as a twig, it kind of goes down. It doesn't have sure-footedness, does it? No. All right. And next. All right. Kazidi, what do you do? You're hurt really bad.
I'm gonna go ahead and I guess we stocked up before this last one, right? Did we replenish any of our heal potions or anything that we know of?
I don't see how. You haven't been in a town or anything.
Okay, so that would be a no. The only thing I can do is attack again. I don't have the ability to heal myself at this point.
Don't you have like fireball or something like that?
I do.
They are trees, right?
Yes. The Trent's a massive tree.
Yeah. But I also have cold and I also have poison. I just been rolling bad. It doesn't matter if what I do. It matters whether or not.
Are you going to attack with something? Or are you just...
I am going to go ahead and try. I'm going to attack. Someone else.
I can't hear you.
Said I am going to attack.
With what?
With let me go ahead and use, let's see, second. Yeah, let's go ahead and do some witch's bolt.
All right.
Okay, and let me go ahead and go for, let's see if I can hit first. Hold on. That is going to be a crit. I'm going to have to dryad again, of course. Might as well. I'm going to die. My die happy.
You can't see her right now.
Oh, I can't? Who's in front of me?
You have twig blights and the big Trent.
The big dude. The big dude.
So you hit.
Okay.
Roll for damage.
Roll for damage will be 2d12s. It's going to be...
All right.
+4.
10 points of damage. All right. Hey, the first hit on the creature tonight.
Yay!
And I scream over to
Barely
the
looks,
people that
barely looks to affect it.
and that's about it. And since you're the closest, I'm yelling at you, Raphael.
Trent up next, and we're going to take a 5-minute break. People get the restroom breaks and stuff, and then we'll pick right back up.
I know a bit about chess.
dinner? Becky's getting the root kill there.
What?
Becky's getting the root kill. She's not using her stuff. This is our last game. Good morning. You've had 2 coffees, you said, are you done?
I said, can I have a cocktail?
You already had 2 vodkas before in the beer today. You want more? No, it's not. No. What time do you work tomorrow?
I have to be up around 4-ish.
Man, I'm not gonna make them strong. You get what you get. There's some Coke right there. Already open?
Yeah, I had some with my dinner and Coke.
Yeah.
Actually, doesn't taste bad. The generic Zero Coke. What do you think?
That's all right. We'll do it in a pinch.
It'll do if I can't find the other rack.
I love you. Are we ready?
Ain't nobody back yet.
All
I'm
right.
here. Having fun?
Don't get me started.
It's been a bad day, man. Technology wise.
And otherwise, yeah.
My work computer keeps like freezing and stuff.
Man, everybody I know right now is having computer problems at work. Like one of my friends' computers that did a Windows update, and now Visual Studio 2017 is causing the system to reboot every 15, 20 minutes, and the IT department can't get the fix in because it reboots before the fix installs. Like, Jesus.
Wow.
Got it wrong. Instead of 2012, it should be 2021. And I'm just saying that, maybe this is our Y221.
Yeah. All right, everybody back? Cool. So, Treant goes. All right, so it attacks the Witch's Bolt person who attacked it, and it will swing down at at Nick this time with its slam attack. So with the slam attack, that is a 25. That's a hit at
That
Nick.
hits.
And that will do... Oh, it can only do one of these. I'm sorry. All right, so that's going to be 16 points of damage, Nick. So that is bludgeoning. 16 points of damage. Oh, let me roll. It could do more. Let me do that. It has a default. And then that is okay. So 16 points of damage. He's got a +6 of damage, so.
All right, so 16 points of bludgeoning.
Yes, sir. So what's your, how much, so you took 16, so that's going to be 8. Is that right?
Yeah, so it brings me down to 14. So 15.
All right, you're
That
past.
puts me at half.
Yeah, you're bloodied.
Yeah, so once I'm bloodied and I'm in my werewolf form thing, I go to the nearest thing and attack it. Is that right? Bloodlust. If you begin your turn, okay, so it's when I begin my turn. With 16 or fewer. All right.
All right. All right. So, and then let's see, multi-attack. So it doesn't do that, but it does move into the encampment fully now. So it's looming over the children, the sisters, and everybody else. It can fully reach people with no problem. And Blix, you can see this tree with its feral eyes just pounding down into the encampment of your friends, too, by the way. Pandora, what do you do? There's non-stop violence here going on. What do you do?
I'm going to run up and hit it with my quarterstaff.
All right, so that you have that current effect going on it?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's an 18 to hit.
18 on the big guy. Does hit. Not too hard to hit. Just got a lot of hit points. The more damage you can do, the better.
10 points of damage. And then the ensnaring strike takes effect.
All right, so your ensnaring strike, can it affect huge creatures? Sorry, huge.
It does not specify, it just says a creature.
All right, how much damage did you do?
Oh, wait. A large or larger creature has advantage on the saving throw.
Okay, so what's the damage you did first?
10.
10 damage, and then it gets to make a strength saving throw, I guess. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, it has advantage. 1, 2, roll. It gets a bonus to that of +6. It makes it, no problem. It just shrugs off the ensnaring effect on it. All right. All right, moving on. Blix, what do you do?
Okay. I don't like seeing that big ass tree attacking my friends. So I'm going to run in with my rapier and slash at it.
All right, so you run into underneath the wagons because of your size. I will say you can easily move in between them, and you cover the distance to where this big creature is. You could probably get into a flanking position if you desire.
I do desire.
Now, you have a racial trait, don't you, for massive creatures when you're attacking them or something like that?
Fury of the Small. Once per short rest, I can do an additional 4 points of damage when I hit.
Okay. All right. And I think as a creature of this size, you can actually get on it, I believe. But anyway, you attack it. Make an attack roll. DC 16. It's Stormer class.
17. I didn't want to roll those together, but that's okay.
That's a hit.
16. Okay. And my damage is, because I'm flanking. All right.
Love it when the rogues are flanking.
Bear with me.
It's always a good thing. Although some game masters hate it.
2d6.
Yeah, it's been a lot of discussion about flanking rules.
Rogues do it better from behind.
I always like them because I can use it against players too. I had one group who absolutely said no because it makes my rogue less valuable.
So 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage.
And then do I have any movement left?
I'd say maybe 5 feet.
That's not enough. I'm going to stay there, but because of my fancy footwork, yeah, no, I'm going to move. He would still be able to reach me 5 feet away, though. He's big. Yeah, I'm just going to stay there.
Okay.
Oh, and I yell, "Have at thee!"
Raphael.
I am going to cast Bless.
All right. You cast Bless on the group. So who do you pick? How many people can you pick? Is it 3 or 4?
I can pick up to 3 targets.
All right.
So I'm definitely going to pick Nick. I'm going to pick, now that she's in the fray, Blix. You don't think so? I can't hear you.
She said, yeah.
Ignore me. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
So Nick is blessed. Blix is blessed. And who else?
I'm up on the end too.
Or anything? I don't.
I think I'm going to bless Pandy.
Thanks, Boo.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Ew.
And so just roll a d20 to cast it. Yes? If I remember right?
I don't think you need to roll.
You
to
don't do
cast.
anything. The player is
Okay.
the ones who roll the d4. So a player will roll a d4 when they
Okay.
attack. Okay? All right, that's it. So that's an action, I believe.
Yep.
Anything else?
That is all I'm doing for the moment. Thank
All
you.
right. The Dryad raises back up again over the wagons, and she will do a.
No, I did not have my meat. No, it's okay. Thank you, though.
How many pieces do you want me to get? Do you need me to warm them up?
No, I don't need them warmed up. I'll just drop them in. 4 pieces. Thank you.
All right. The fire in the center of the camp goes out. And then she's there. And it goes dark in the encampment. So if you have if you don't have dark vision, it's now dark. So be aware your attacks will be at disadvantage.
Except for me and my sword and my little area of light.
That's true.
Thank you.
Which is
And you can have the-
what did we say? It was 10, 15? What was it?
Thank you.
20?
15.
15?
Love you.
All right. Yeah. Okay. That's dead. Nick, you're up.
All right. So the prone guy on the left is going to be 1-2. The guy on the right is going to be 3-4. Because I'm bloodlust, so I have to attack.
Which one? You probably attack the weaker one.
No, it's just a blind rage.
Okay.
So I'm going to attack the one on the right. It says if you begin your turn with a 16 or fewer hit points, you must make a DC 8 Wisdom saving throw. Oh, I got to make the Wisdom saving throw. Let me back that up. So let's see. Okay, so I saved my Wisdom saving throw. So
It means you can make a wise choice versus a blind choice.
yes, yay for Wisdom. All right, I'm going to attack the one that's down.
All right. The prone one.
So I have advantage. And I have the +4, or do I get to roll for that, for the bless?
Roll a d4.
Okay. All right, so it's going to be 21, 22 to hit
That's
the one on the ground.
yeah, it's definitely a hit. A bit overkill, but yes.
Okay, so that's going to be 10 points of regular damage.
How do you do this?
Plus, it's on the ground. Just stab it straight to the head.
All right. All right. Yeah, you destroy that one, and his head goes up in the flames. You hear the dryad scream out, "No!" as you kill yet another one of its creatures. And so it's an attack. Anything else? Well, she shouts out a term. Y'all can't really understand what she says. She doesn't speak common.
How far am I away from the fourth one? The one that's left.
But if you do speak Sylvan, you understand her.
Oh, nice. I understand her.
How far away are you from her?
No, from the last little twig guy.
He's to your other side.
Okay, so I'm gonna stay where I'm at because he's gonna be next.
All right. And he goes next and attacks. 2, he misses. All right, moving on. He does not move. Oh, yeah. That's dead. That's dead. Kazidi, what do you do?
Where am I standing towards which people I'm trying to kill? Which trees I'm trying to kill? Damn it, I'm killing trees.
You have a dryad above the wagons. You have a Trent off to your left. And, of course, you got a twig blight up in front of you where it's currently frustratingly attacking Nick, but not having much effect.
Okay, I'm going to...
The big baddie, of course, is the tree.
Okay. Has anybody gotten any more points on the tree? Big tree, big tree. Let me magic missile on a level 2 of the dryad above me and see what happens. I'm gonna do two hits because I'm allowed to do 2, and I can always do the same target twice.
You realize with your magic missile at a spell slot of level 2, you have 4 missiles total.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, my bad. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thanks. So I have 4 total. Do I only have to roll twice though?
You roll for damage is what you roll.
Oh, that's right. I'm thinking something else. Okay. 1d4 plus.
So roll in the group chat tool if you don't mind. Do you need to link again?
No, the roll with friends.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in that.
All right, roll there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking at my character sheet. I can't roll on my character sheet. Hold on one second. So I'm gonna roll 4 times.
Roll 4d4. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on one second. They're each gonna have a +3 modifier.
To
I'm
damage.
just letting you know.
All right. So just hit d4, 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 and then hit roll it. It'll roll all 4 of them, total them together. 14 points of 4 plus 12. Is that right?
Right.
So
Because it's got a +1 and then it has another +2.
that would be a +3 then.
Yeah, it's +3 each. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did 3 4s in a row. That was pretty cool.
So it's 14.
Take that, you bitch! Sorry.
3 times 4 is 12.
Yeah, it looks like it's 14 plus 12.
All right.
It's 26.
All right.
No calculator. I just did
So
it.
your 4 magic missiles explode out, and they kind of come back in like in a Gundam kind of movie, and they go bam, hit her once on the side. She shrieks out in pain as part of her body just kind of explodes and breaks into twigs, And she gets hit in the chest, blowing her chest up. She screams out in pain, and the other two land, hit her again and again, and she just goes tumbling down onto the ground. Blix, the charm on you immediately ends, and your mind clears, and you realize what's going on. And she's perished. You have killed the dryad.
Yay!
Yo, you
Hey, the dryad.
And,
freaking heal me! Okay, I'm done.
all right, and you see the Trent kind of begins to kind of in a weird, confused way, looking around at all of y'all, not sure what's exactly going on, and it just immediately just like gives up on the battle, turns and starts heading towards the woods away from y'all. Do you wish to make attack of opportunities on, or y'all let it flee?
No, we can't. So he's an earth deity type thing, and he's not supposed to attack. It's just for some reason he attacked us.
We'll just let him go.
Okay.
Yeah, let him go.
All right.
Let him go, guys.
Nick,
It's my fault.
you're
Let him-
currently bloodlusted. Is there something? Are you able to make that decision, or is it only for one turn?
It's at the beginning of my turn.
Okay. So it doesn't matter at this point. The round ends, and since you're not pursuing it, the encampment falls quiet. Amazingly, the wagon was just moved out of the way, and nobody seems to have died. Although one of the sisters is unconscious on the ground, but during the combat, one of the other sisters has been like helping her, and she has been stabilized, but is unconscious still. All right.
If we
My
can
bad.
gather everybody together, I can heal everybody. It takes 2 minutes to do, though.
I'm like hugging you. You're alive. Please heal. Please heal.
So, I guess that's it for my watch. Who's next?
That'd be me.
Well,
So,
so what that means, just so y'all know, your watch was interrupted. So you've got, if you're going to get a full night's rest, it has to start all over again. So anyway,
Yeah, so let's get healed. I'll do my watch and then we'll get some rest.
all right. How do y'all handle the healing?
I mean, if we go to sleep, do we wake up healed or not? I think we do.
If you
If we
get
get a
8
full
hours,
rest.
yes.
If we do a full rest, right?
And
Which with our GM, it may or may not happen.
I'm just saying.
So, let me go ahead and cast the prayer of healing, and that's 2d8 plus 2 for the healing.
That's a ritual.
Yeah,
Takes how long to cast?
10 minutes.
All right, so you gather everybody up around the fire. He begins. Raphael begins calling upon the powers of Ioun, asking her to bestow her blessings upon all of you and to heal your wounds in this grievous night, as the force itself has inflicted massive damage and tolls upon us. Please, Ioun, grace us with your knowledge and wisdom. Blah 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 blah. And slowly but surely, your wounds knit together, healing. Many of them go completely away with no scar tissue at all. And shortly afterwards, you find yourselves healed. Nick, you're up for your watch.
Yes, what was the total hit points that we healed?
Well,
2d8 plus 2.
2d8 plus 2, okay?
So 12.
6 and 5, yeah. Oh, he already rolled it? Okay. What's this? All right. All right. Nick, can I give me a perception check, please? On your watch.
Perception. That's going to be a 3.
It's all right. Seems
I'm
that
so sorry, Nick.
it seems your watch does pass uneventfully, but you're still furious about this, and you're just just so upset about you losing control and going all the way a werewolf, and you're very fearful of that because you could accidentally and possibly injure and kill one of your companions. The beast itself is a tricky thing to control. You realize it's a blessing,
Spend my
but
spend my
also
watch mostly whittling the twigs that I killed.
right. It's a blessing, but also a curse. All right,
Most first.
who's next on the watch? Because let's see, where is that? That was
I
Nick.
believe that was me.
Raphael.
Mm-hmm.
Perception, please.
My perception?
Roll a
Okay.
check. 1d20 plus your bonus.
Mm-hmm. My perception is 14. I don't know what my modifier would be, though.
Your wisdom.
It would be my wisdom? Okay, so +2. Cool.
Actually, on your character sheet, it should be right there next to perception.
Yeah, but it's based off of your wisdom.
Yeah, unless you're proficient, then you get a bonus.
True.
I can look and see here. Exit full screen. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's go here. We're looking at Raphael. Your perception within D&D Beyond is a +4.
+4, even better.
So
All
look
right.
at your D&D Beyond character sheet, Raphael.
Right. I was looking at the wrong spot. I'm sorry. I see it now.
All right.
So $17.
What is Zoom doing?
Budging off like the rest of technology tonight.
Something. All right. 17?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, it passes uneventfully. You don't see anything. The woods has fallen. The woods have fallen quiet. You don't see or hear anything.
Excellent.
All right.
I'll take a win where I can get one.
Yeah. All right. All right. So, Kazidi, you're last on the watch order.
Yep. I was going to say I wake up Kazidi next for her watch.
All right. Can you? What are you going to do, Kazidi? You going to walk around the encampment? How are you going to do your watch?
I'm gonna walk around because there's nothing for me to see. Just kind of crouch around, kind of making sure nobody's stirring. The kids are staying asleep, and 'cause,
Okay.
you know, it's been a terrifying couple nights for them.
Sure. Make a perception check. A lot of them are still crying or upset, by the way, from this whole thing, which is understandable, I suppose. Make a perception check, please.
Yeah. We're talking about probably a week or two of them dealing with this because it went from goblins and ogres to getting to where we are now.
Yeah. So it's roll a d20. You have no modifier. Straight check, basically.
Right. 11.
11. All right. Yeah, your watch seems to pass uneventfully. The sun begins rising, although you haven't had, as a group, a complete rest. You'll need at least to extend your watch by one more person or by another individual within the encampment. Do y'all wish to ask somebody else, or do you? If you have an elf in the group, they can do a 4-hour watch, and they can take the rest of the watches, and they'll be fine.
Yeah, elves only get half sleep.
Anybody able to do
We
that?
don't have an elf.
All right. So you ask one of the sisters to watch for a bit. Is that what y'all do?
Yeah.
All right.
Just like wake us up if you need us.
All right. Their watch goes uneventful, and you get woken up in a little while with the smell of some food being cooked on the fire. Apparently, one of the sisters is a good scavenger, and she's able to get some various berries that actually grow during the winter, and they had some oats that they were able to put some of the snow on, and basically make an oatmeal with cherries and berries in it. And everybody is currently having this warm oatmeal in their stomach, warming them up, waking you up. Bit by bit, everybody stirs. The encampment's packed up. The sister who was knocked unconscious because of your healing magic comes around and is very happy that everybody's okay and no serious damage happened. You find yourselves eventually back on the road, heading onward towards Felderwin. The next day is a hard press as you get into the tillage of Felderwin. You find some of the farms and the fields are burned even more so now than they were before. You're all dealing with the dynasty spy and the doppelganger. What was his name? Remember the name? Or do you remember their name? Because they really can be any gender.
Yeah, Slender Man.
Nostrip Selkie.
Okay, we'll go with that. Sure. All right. You obviously something's gone on, and up ahead of you in the distance, probably a few hours away, the town of Felderwin, and you see there's a considerable amount of smoke coming from the town. You press on, moving through the tillage. There's massive holes in the ground here and there, and collapsed tunnels underneath the ground. Some of these are large enough for you to actually walk into and lead oxen into. So whatever came out of these holes was massive. You see throughout the area just an absolute ruin. The breadbasket of the empire has been attacked aggressively, and you continue making your way closer and closer into Felderwin. As you approach Felderwin, several of the structures have been burned down and totally ruined. You see the merchant store. Hang on as I switch here. Locations. You see the Renato's apothecary has been burned down. The general store has been totally destroyed. Some of the other buildings have been damaged, but and you see people moving around, helping each other. Something happened here recently, possibly during the night. You're not sure. As y'all come into town, people look at y'all, and some of them recognize you and run up to you and say, we were attacked, and these giant worms came out of the ground, and behind them, dark-skinned elves came out and began attacking people and burning buildings. And you finally see the... one second. You see the Sorosta, Thinor, Whisper Thin, come up to the group, and he looks like he's taken a little bit of a beating himself. He's got a bandage across his arm where he's been damaged. You also see some of the small contingent of some of the Empire's army here, but they're not. They're also have taken some wounds themselves. And so he comes walking to y'all, and he says, where are you coming from? What's the word on the road? I haven't had a chance yet to send out scouts down the roads to the north of the town, to the south of the town, no, north of the town.
Kind of tell them about what we've been up to, about the ogres and the goblins and everything that had attacked the place where the kids were at. The dryads in the forest seem to be having issues.
He looks at you and the children of this town, this area is not a safe place for any of them. I implore you to take them and any others who need to leave for safety.
I asked him if he's going to take his people and pull out to a more secure location.
No, the guard captain here goes, no, We have reinforcements coming. We will secure the town. We can't leave this area. It's too important for the Empire. We have to make sure the fields are secured and the crop rotations are not disturbed, despite our enemies from the Kryn dynasty. Kind of looks over you, Blix, and kind of does a shifty eye towards you, Pandora.
I kind of redirect his focus and ask him like where he's bringing in battalions from, and just ask him more military type stuff about trying to distract him from what's going on with them.
All right. He goes, we've sent out a request to Allfield, which will then get the message out for us. They should be here in a day or two.
I whisper behind Nick, ask him if they have any supplies.
I kind of fill him in on what we've been dealing with and what we're doing, and ask him if he has anything he may be able to supplement us with.
He looks at you, looks past y'all, looks at all the children. Now, remember, all these children were like rejected by the dynasty because of various, birth defects or other things. Even though it's a modern country, many of the people here are still superstitious, and so the children were given up to the sisters. He kind of looks at them, looks at y'all, and he goes, "They are children. We do have some supplies for some basic foods, but the town's going to need the majority of it. I can provide you with some supplies."
I tell him I appreciate anything he can offer.
So the captain walks off.
Is the armory still up?
The what?
The
Armory.
armory?
General store has been damaged, but yeah, it's still open.
Okay.
I want to go
Like a
there.
fire sale.
Is there any lodgings at all here that we can, like a barn or something that we can?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we left stuff at the
In
tavern.
So
our
the
room.
Goldenfield Tavern's still open, but the Glassy Grass Inn, which was the more seedier part, which was next door to the Bernardo's Apothecary, has been burned down. Both those two buildings are gone.
Shit. 'Cause I think I was renting a room at that seedy place.
You were...
No, we were at the other one.
Oh, no, you're right. You're at the Glassy, at the Goldenfield.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're at the Goldenville. Okay, that's fine.
I want to go to the armory and see if they have any plate armor.
Plate armor.
I would like to do something similar.
Is there any shops to get a cloak or anything, or is that one of the ones that went down?
The general store. So you go into there, and the store looks empty.
Ransacked. Yeah.
And the owner's there. He's got some other supplies, but he goes, "I'm how can I help you?"
Did you manage to hide what we were looking at last time?
Unfortunately,
He'll know what
the game master
Yeah,
does
he'll
not
know.
remember, so you'll have to remind me as the game master what that was.
Okay. Andy, do you remember what we were looking at? You guys were plotting.
Checking my notes.
Yeah, we were plotting to steal. You were plotting. You and the goblin were plotting to steal it. So, but I happen to
I'm
remember.
not gonna steal it.
You weren't. She was.
What? I don't need anything stolen from my store.
No. We're not in game.
I'm messing with you.
No, I did not write it down.
No,
But I asked the
I think
guy
it was a
if he has any plate armor. I'm willing to trade in this chainmail.
And he looks at you and
Yeah,
he
it
goes,
was a.
"Because as much as I would love to be able to sell you armor and such, the Crown's Guard has seized all weapons and equipment for defense of the town. I'm sorry. I do have some basic supplies, blankets, things of that sort, some rations, but everything else by right of war has been taken by. I will be compensated, of course, for it, but not until after the war."
Do you have any special items you were able to hide that you had hidden before that you can offer us that we can help you try to rebuild? So you can buy regular rations to help with your efforts? from other merchants that come in to sell?
Unfortunately, no. Magical items I have are registered with the Crown's Guard, and
Okay.
that's given to the cause immediately.
Okay.
In
Well,
a
I guess
larger town, you may have luck.
Okay. So we can buy a few things just to help this poor merchant at least have some money. So when more stuff come in, he can have a little bit more in his shop since it looks like he was just ransacked by.
Do you happen to know if the blacksmith is still working?
Very busy right now, but yes. What do y'all wish to do at this time? You wish to rest up and move
Kind of
on,
just
or
replenish my supplies with the merchant.
okay? What supplies do you
Just
want to
for the-
replenish, Kat?
Okay, I'm gonna need spell supplies. So hold.
All right, post that in the chat for Zoom. Okay, you keep breaking up when you're talking. It fades and comes and goes out.
Yeah, I'll make a list.
Thank you. Anybody else?
I'll do the same.
No, not really. If the blacksmith weren't so busy, perhaps, but I don't think I'm going to get anything of value here.
Yeah.
I am going to pick through the wreckage of the inn, which has probably already been picked over many times, and see if I can find anything of value or anything that I recognize as my own.
No, your stuff is still
Your stuff's
safe in the
safe in the other location, but you are investigating.
Wait, what other location?
So
Sorry.
I'll explain again. Goldenfield Tavern and Lodge is where y'all put your supplies. All right. The place that burned down was the Renato's Apothecary and the Glassy Grass Inn, which is the seedy bar inn.
Okay, I just, that's where I'd been living for like the last year.
At the seedier place?
Yeah, I'm a goblin. They
That's
wouldn't let
fine.
me
That's
rent
fine.
a room
Okay,
at
we'll
the other
skip
place,
to
yeah.
that. And sorry, Pandora got me confused on that. It's all right. So yeah, you're looking at the Glassy Glass Inn, and it's just destroyed, completely like obliterated. You kind of poke around, you find some trinkets here and there, just various things. So there are other people who have kind of poked through it, but there is one thing that catches your eye. You see the apothecary building is kind of is pretty badly damaged, but you do see a path, a doorway, like in the ruins. As you're looking at, you see there's a door, and you've been there before. That door was always shut, but you see that it's open this time, and leading down below.
Ooh,
Let's go check it out.
Hey, wait,
let's
before
go check it. Who all is with me? I'm going in. I'm not even going to wait for anybody else. I'm going.
All right.
I'm going.
I'll join you.
I'll join you.
All right.
after everyone left the armory,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go up to him. I'm gonna give him a pouch with 50 gold and tell him that the war takes a long time to pay back people. It's like, take care of what you need.
Kind of looks perplexed at you.
It's like, if you need to take care of stuff, if you need to replenish, just want to help you out here.
Mm-hmm. Well, is there anything I perhaps could do for you in return?
Maybe in the future.
Or get me some armor.
Yes, very well, Nick. Be safe in these troubled times.
You as well.
He turns back around and begins working on stuff. And
All right.
back to the group. Y'all head down this long, narrow steps to a door that's closed in front of you, Blix. You were the first one down. The others kind of come meandering down. And it is some stairs that kind of lead abruptly down, and they end at a door that's shut. What do you do?
I check to
And
see if the door is locked.
Heavy city smoky air is still in the area. The stairs
smells
have
like
charred.
home.
The stairs are charred and burned, but steady enough it seems. If you waited a lot, you might have a problem coming across them. Check the door. It is locked.
I attempt to unlock it.
Make a sleight of hand check, please. And yeah, let's make it the tool. Do I have the tool still open, or did I close it? I still do.
Oh, motherfucker.
What'd you get?
I got a 6, but it was really a critical fail. I have a +5 on that, so I rolled a 1.
You break your lock. You break your the pick
Kit?
lock. Yeah.
All right. I turn to Pandora and ask her if she wants to have a go at smashing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So I'm gonna back up and take a little bit of a running start and throw my shoulder into more.
Athletics check, please.
Athletics. So that would be a 13.
All right. Yeah. So you throw your shoulder to the door with that. It's been weakened by the fire, and it goes, and it
Sure.
opens up on you. The lock tripping, not breaking, but tripping as it opens up. Opens up. Your lock pit that broke pops out. You had almost gotten it, but with her help of her weight, she was able to get open. You see a room, and scattered about the room is this. It's fairly empty, but in the center of the room, you see a tripod of some sort of silver filigree wrapped around it. And in the center of that, you see this odd shape of a multifaceted piece of equipment of some sort, and it has a faint glow to it. And that is where we'll end the night.
Cool,
Right.
cool.
Quick question.
Yes.
What was the name of the object that Ioun gave me?
Ioun?
Yeah,
Ioun's Boon.
Ioun's Boon.
Everybody,
Okay, I have
you level. So level yourselves up.
so level 5.
You level 5, minimal experience points for that level.
Nice.
All right.
I have my list. It's not long because I really didn't need much.
Just post it in a text message.
What's the name of the armorer?
Of the what?
The armorer?
Armorer? I'll have to go look that up. I don't have it in front of me right now.
Okay, use center.
I will.
So we're just gaining however many experience points we need to reach level 5.
Yeah, it should be actually quite a bit because I think y'all were, let's see here.
We're at 3310.
Yeah, we need to be 65, so
Yeah. So you get quite a few thousand. I'm putting you at a milestone point, so you need to go on up to 5th level.
No problem.
What now?
All right. Any questions?
no, it's a good night.
All right.
Yeah, that
Nobody
was
died.
fun.
Nick, did I
I
get
actually
a?
kind of like playing without Foundry.
Yeah,
I
it,
find
it has
really
its advanced.
challenging.
It's what?
I find it challenging
Playing without it or not playing with it?
playing without it. I've gotten too used to it.
Well, since we don't have the normal like board, like we usually have something visually to look at, that makes it really hard. But I like the challenge. Other besides having to ask of, okay, where are they and how close are they to me and who's closest to me, so I can set like a spell. Like, yeah, that's about the only thing is I can't visually see that. So yeah, but otherwise, yeah, it's cool.
All right. Nick, did I get a summary from you of the game last time? I can't remember if I did.
For the last time, yeah.
Can you send that to me in an email if you don't mind? Because I seem to have misplaced it.
Okay.
I'd appreciate it. Or put it in a Google Doc and send me the link. Something like that will work too.
Okay. I think it's in the chat, but I can send it to you.
All right. All right, everybody. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Good
Have a good
night.
night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.